So I have something to fucking tell you, the court today. Fucking people who fucking get angry over stupid little fucking things in video games. I swear to God, I hate you. I love some of you, but I hate most of you. It's a fucking game. Calm yourself down, or I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking scream like Apollo Justice. So welcome to What's New Play 2 podcast, episode 53?
The show where, Mom, I swear, I don't have a problem.
I mean...
It's these fucking pixels.
These fucking JPEGs, I swear to God.
They
yeah, episode
vex me.
53. Okay. Oof.
They fucking vex me,
Oh,
Mom.
they do a lot of things to me, Mom. Like you like to say to me, or you're a cartoonish? That's what she said one time.
Cartoonish?
So, because I someone explained to her what a furry was. So when I made like a slight like joke about like this one character in a Shield Hero, I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute, and she's like, what are you, a cartoony?
Oh.
I'm like, no, Mom, that's not how that works, and I'm not telling you.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
So yeah. So we have a good amount of stuff to actually talk about this week.
You know, she's right. We should start calling people who watch hentai cartoonies.
I mean,
or hell, even if you look at like Western porn cartoon, like
yeah. So
cartoon porn,
again,
you
so
should be called a cartoon.
it's a
If you
whole,
have,
all
if you
encompassing.
can describe to me Mr. Krabs' ass cheeks, you're a cartoony. That's just a fact.
It's a big fact with the double FACC.
Like Mr. Krabs' ass cheeks, double CC.
There you
For
go.
thick. That's right, I'm a cartoony. What you want it with? Mr. Krabs is hot.
So I guess we'll get right into everything because I mean.
Wait, quick.
What's up?
Mr. Krabs is hot, but I like older Papa Krabs more than newer cheapskate Krabs. Older Krabs was a good, upstanding father and a caring boss. And he had his downsides, but he also had his upsides. But man, oh man, is he not the same crab? Not my Krabs. They doubled the thickness, but like, not my Krabs.
So I guess we'll get right into it. To be honest, so in Fire Emblem news.
All right, we actually have some of that shit.
I know, for Heroes, they announced the new Heroes banner 2 days ago, and it's featuring Path of Radiance characters again, which awesome. Love that. I love more. Love my babies. Need more of them. So they announced a banner that came out as of today that has Ilyana in her base version, finally, Gatri, Shinon, and the meme is dead now. Jill is in the fucking game.
We have Jill, everyone. We have Jill. The meme is dead.
So, which is nice. Personally, this banner I'm happy for because I love Path of Radiance characters. Well, I just love the Radiance duology, I'm calling it. But
so I realized that would probably have been way too loud for...
It's whatever at this point.
Well, I mean, I didn't want it to be...
I know, but whatever. Anyway, so, yeah. I've been happy with, like, a lot of these, like, new hero banners recently because, like, they've been adding characters like that definitely should have been in the game. And, like, just some of them bring cool new ideas. And the one thing I definitely start really appreciating with, like, these newer characters is that, they finally started making the sprites more unique and not having the same generic poses. And I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like, Gatri...
The game gets better as it goes, I think.
They definitely improved. Like, how the trailers fucking alone, when the new banners dropped, got so much fucking better. They would play, like, random lines originally, and then, like, I remember Olwen's in specific, when Olwen got first shown off in her banner, they just used one of her crit lines, instead of, like a whole voice line, they just use a crit line saying, "You won't get past me!" And then immediately, the clip
is just her
getting fucking hit. And her getting the damage art. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then they finally started fucking rolling them out better with having them a little more like a little more clean looking, having them have like a full ass voice line instead of like a random crit line, and then shows the skills that they have, which it's been a long fucking way since that. Holy crap.
I think it's neat that the game hasn't reached its like apex where it just starts going downhill.
Yeah, there's definitely times where like the game's like kind of bad. A lot of times, but like I definitely think as of right now, this game personally has been better, especially with like adding like the new shit like the fruits that change IVs. That's a huge fucking thing that they did not have to do, but that they were like, all right, fuck it, sure. You guys don't want to fucking try to summon more. I mean, you still can, but like, you don't want to end up
They
spending
make
money.
the game better for free to play.
Exactly. You want to fucking spend orbs or money to get orbs to try to get another copy of a character to get a bad IV out. Instead,
That's how you know a mobile game is good.
that they do mostly listen to the fan base for big glaring issues like that or
like
unfair.
when they give quality of life improvements and just better things to the free to play people, it makes the mobile game seem like less of a cash grab and more of something people actually care about. Because some mobile games, they just keep adding new pay for this, pay for that kind of shit.
And like, don't get us wrong, Fire Emblem Heroes definitely has done that.
Oh god, yeah, it's
Fate
totally a
Pass.
gotcha. It's completely a gotcha game.
Except, at least the only like thing is also with this said gotcha game, unlike most other gotcha games, for instance, I mean, as much as we hate the summoning, most summoning gotcha games like this don't.
They separate the free and the paid for currency.
Which I fucking hate. Yeah, that's a big thing.
I can't stand
I
that.
hate that. And also on top of it, when you think about it, you technically can still choose what you want to summon for. Unlike most gotcha games, you do one summon, whatever you get is what you get.
That's true.
To where like in this,
You get to
if
limit it.
whatever color they give you, you can pick from one of those. So like, as much as like it's fucking annoying the way summoning is
as
now,
much of a gotcha game as it is,
this is still probably my favorite.
it's one of the least egregious.
It really is still the least egregious. Where like, yes, the Fate Pass is still shitty, but you know what? Compared to other things, it's not the worst.
Some people are willing to spend the money for the nice art. It's just that's what the Fate Pass should have been. It's
that's
just the
essentially-
nicer art.
But that's essentially what it is. The only thing that sucks is that it does lock out, like, you know, you can get a few extra orbs.
Yeah, but it
quests.
shows you them.
Yes, well that's
Like I don't give a shit.
and that's the thing that is still annoying, that they show you it. I'm like, why?
It's
I
like,
get
oh
it.
yeah, you would have these if you gave us
more money.
$5. And I'm like, hey, that's great. I'm not doing that, but thanks.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm the fucking asshole who is part of that problem, but like,
It's not really a problem if you're, spending your own money on it.
no, I know. It's just
Like, gambling addiction is a problem, even though you are spending your own money on it. But at the same time, it's not as big of a problem as, say, like, stealing and then spending that money.
I definitely. I probably the one confident thing I guess I say about myself with this is that at least I know
When to stop.
when to stop, and it's my money,
Yeah.
and I need it now.
Yeah.
So-
Like, I definitely think there's something to be said about, like, listen, guys, they're just JPEGs, or
Yes.
it's just a fancy-looking character. Like, it's not real. You're wasting your shekels on that. And don't get me wrong, video games in general
Are
a
like
waste,
that.
Are a waste of money. But, like, there's a difference between wasting your money on entertainment and wasting your money on a handsome picture. Like, a lot of people like to waste their money on a handsome picture, but when it's a handsome picture that you don't physically own, because all it takes for the servers for Fire Emblem Heroes to go down, and every penny that you spent is just gone.
Yep.
You can't look at the characters anymore. You can't play any of the maps anymore.
You can't technically fully interact with them the way that they were intended. The only other way
you can't play the game without internet.
No, I know. Like, but the only way, otherwise, you can like look at the characters still and like hear like the voice lines and whatnot is like if you go like on the internet on like, because all that shit is like basically archived. Because whether it's the Faye website or like wikis or whatnot, there's YouTube videos that have uploaded the characters' voice lines and everything. So like you still technically have
Access to all
an
those.
access of that part of the experience, but after once it eventually does shut down, yeah, you won't be able to play with them
Yeah,
technically.
because, like, give it 1 year or 20 years, the game's going to shut down. That's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Like,
Oh yeah, except the thing, Except the only thing is that this is still definitely Nintendo's most successful mobile game.
Like I said, it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Well,
Definitely.
it most likely won't
Most
go
likely
anywhere.
not, though. I mean, this game's been out for almost 4 years, dude.
But still,
I've been logging every single day. Jesus Christ.
mind yourself and mind your wallet, because
Of course, definitely.
unlike your favorite PlayStation 3 game, you're not going to have this when the servers stop. So just be mindful of that. Pay for whatever you want, but do it within reason. Like, there's no reason to get the $75 orb pack whatsoever.
I've never done that. I can say in confidence, I've never done that.
The only orb purchases I ever really do, or, well, used to do, I haven't purchased anything from this game in a long time.
Dude, that's a little too much.
Yeah, no, $75 is sometimes the orb special if it looks neat.
And that, I'll admit, that's what I've been doing more so as of late than anything, because I'm like, alright, if it's either slightly cheaper or, like, it gets a little more bang for my buck. Like, hell, I even debate on that. Like, I have to say, they had, like, a pack with Halloween Mia. I never had Halloween Mia, and I've always wanted her. And I'm like, oh, this gives me a chance to get her, and it's not the worst, and I get, like, 60 orbs out of it.
Yeah, that's not
Like, not gonna lie, that's pretty good. Because some of the fucking packs they've shown were like, spend $75 to get a fucking New Year's few on, like 70 orbs. Like, are you fucking psychotic? No.
No, it's not worth that.
That's not worth it. She was plus 10 maybe, but even then, fuck that.
Oh. Well, see, none of the OCs from this game are worth your money. Like, this game is about nostalgia bait.
Oh, fucking
So, like,
up the ass is nostalgia bait.
So, like, none of the OCs are worth your money. Even if you like their sexy bunny outfits, none of the OCs are worth your money. The only one I guess you could make an argument for is Anna, but that's because she is both nostalgia and OC.
Yeah, she's that good middle ground.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to say on Fire Emblem was.
No, same. I mean, I'm happy with the new banner. Still haven't gotten Shinon yet, but I'll work towards it.
I did my free summon. I'm not gonna summon again.
You're not going to try to get the tickets to get more free summons?
Oh, is there a
Yeah.
forging?
Yep.
Oh, maybe.
That's fair. You don't have to. I mean,
I like to do the forging bond just to get more of the orbs.
oh no, same. And a little more accessories.
Oh yeah, I haven't done the accessories in a long time.
Fucking the accessory you get from Jill is her ponytail.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
It's
actually.
so fucking weird. I'm like, what is that reward for her? And it's like her ponytail. I'm like, why?
Okay, that's actually.
Why do you get her actual fucking ponytail? She just pops it off after the day's done. Like, all right, pop that shit out.
I believe it. I can see Jill with short hair. I definitely could see that being hair extensions, but alright, finally a good accessory.
Also, get a fucking meat clip.
Yeah, that's less good than.
Yeah, I mean, you can put that on Ike.
I would rather put Jill's ponytail. Jill's ponytail should go on every
Hold
character.
up. Now, doing it live, what does Ike look like with... Oh, we gotta have that on him.
You have a wolf's head. Alright, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Wait.
Alright, so...
Oh! That shit
Black-
looks good.
That fits Black Knight.
That fits.
That makes him look like a Legionnaire.
It does. Oh, that really
Alright.
increased the volume level. Anyway.
So anything for anything else for Fire Emblem?
No, I don't think so. I think Fire Emblem... I think that's really all new stuff for Fire Emblem. So I guess we'll get right into, like, the bigger stuff that happened this week. So I guess we'll start off with the PlayStation experience, I guess.
Alright, you start with that because I have pure unending apathy towards it, save for 2 games.
I mean, that's totally... dude, I get the same... I feel the same way. This is, like, literally only one game. Anyway, so... PlayStation experience... not experience. It was called PlayStation Showcase. Anyway, so that happened this week. I believe it was Monday. Or no, it was a Wednesday. Excuse me. So it happened Wednesday, and since Xbox last week talked about... Well, they had to talk about their price reveal and the release date for the Series S and X, Sony did the same, basically. and also showed more games coming out for the PS5. So I guess we'll get the big thing out of the way. PS5 is coming out November 19th for everyone. Well, I believe it's the 16th and the 21st for everyone.
And pre-orders are basically already gone.
Yep. Whatever.
Which, like, never pre-order a console.
No.
Consoles, you have to wait until they release the good one.
Oh, and also, before even going further into this, I'm racing people. I've been seeing so many people fucking do console war shit. Why? We're in 2020. Why are we having console wars still?
Also, Xbox does not want to be part of that fight.
No, they know.
That's why it's giving its exclusives to Nintendo.
And even then, like, fucking, there's no. Why are you making it a fight? It's a fucking console. It's a video game. Who gives a shit?
I think Xbox is trying to usher people over to the PC.
They are. Oh no, they've been.
Because, like,
they've been. It's just that it's weird that, like, people are like, oh, PlayStation 1. I'm like, really?
Not
Why?
really.
Shut the fuck up. You guys are just being blinded fanboys.
Damn, bro, you're right. They got more anime on it. Shit, man. Guess that means they win.
I mean, for real. Like, I don't, like, I saw fucking...
Although they do have the first good Spider-Man game in a long time.
Yes, but, like, either way, I just find it really dumb that people are saying, like, oh, so-and-so won. I'm like, really?
They really didn't.
Really? Shut up. Why are you saying they won? It's just it's like, it's a billion-dollar company. They don't fucking care if they won in your eyes. Why the fuck are you... It's dumb. It's just dumb. I hate it.
Although I do hope that the Harry Potter game is multiplat.
I don't think it's gonna be.
Oh, that sucks.
But that's just me guessing. I haven't looked into it.
If it's multiplat, I'll get it. If it's not multiplat, I'm not buying a I'm not buying a PS5 just so my girlfriend can play the Harry Potter game.
So they did. The first thing they showed off, and this was rumored. I wasn't expecting it, but I was glad about it. Final Fantasy 16 got announced.
I thought it looked good, but then that pesky Final Fantasy logo had to drop.
I mean, you could just ignore it and still play it.
I'm not getting a PS5.
No, I'm not telling you to. You know, worst comes to be like, oh, hey, you want to fuck around in this while you're over?
Well, like, see, I saw it, I looked at it, it looked neat, but then I realized there was going to be a whole lot of bullshit, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
probably. I can understand that. If anything, I'll let you know. Like, yes, I'll be honest, like, okay, ooh, that's a plus for me. However, you know, that game's not coming out. They said in 2021, coming exclusively to PS5, and I'm like, knowing Square Enix, they're not gonna release it in 2021. They'll probably do it in 2023. But hey, if I'm wrong, cool. But I'll admit, the themes that they're showing off in this entry, and like, this game is being worked on by the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn team. That's a good team. So, and it, like, you can tell right away, like, oh, this is definitely made by them, because, like, the aesthetics and everything match what 14 looks like. And I know I heard from multiple people, both the people who make Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn are awesome, and the game is awesome. So, everyone has high hopes for it, and honestly, I feel that, because especially with, like, at least, like, the little bit of story that we've gotten from it, that trailer, I'm definitely interested in it. Plus, the combat looks fucking fun as hell, because from what I heard, they got I think the battle director, or something along the lines of that.
From 15?
No, they poached it from Capcom, and he worked on Devil May Cry 5 action segments. So, it definitely shows when I'm looking at it, because that Devil May Cry 5 is fucking awesome. Like, holy shit, it's so good. So, if they got the same guy to help work on that's shaping up to sound like it's going to be a pretty fucking good experience.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited for that.
Glad for all the people who like Final Fantasy. Not my thing.
And that's totally fair. I'm not expecting you to be, like, sharing my
I'm not
feelings.
a huge fan. One thing that kind of annoys me with a lot of JRPGs is that armor is not armor. Like, they treat it where it's like your main character wears your cool jacket and your nice pants, and you go around taking down these knights in full plate armor, and it's like, that's...
Tales of...
a lot of it's in the Tales of, and it's like, that's not...
I know, that's why I said it.
That's not how that works, buddy. They have the advantage.
Hell, I think the one, like...
A full set of plate mail only weighs like about as much. Like, what was it? 40 pounds, something like that. Like, it's not impossible to move around in full plate.
Yeah, no, totally. Oh, but speaking of Devil May Cry 5, during the PlayStation experience, they also showed off that a special edition of Devil May Cry 5 is coming to PS5, and later on they said Series X is coming out for.
Yeah, between 33 and 55 pounds. Like, that's not impossible to move around in.
No. But so yeah. So it's basically a new version of Devil May Cry 5 where you can finally play as fucking Virgil, which everyone fucking kept asking for when the game originally came out. And it's gonna add in Legendary Dark Knight mode, which is basically more enemies on one screen. It's gonna be fucking hectic as hell. A turbo mode where the game can go even faster.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Dude, you would love that game. It's so much fun. You do not need to play 1 through 4 to get everything. It's just a stupid fun action game.
I like stupid fun action games.
It's stupid fun. And it's beautiful as fucking hell. Obviously, like, the game is even better when, like, you play the other ones, but, like, obviously that should not stop you if you ended up thinking about it. Anyway,
No. This was just a quick.
What's the quickie?
No, you said just remembering the Tales of franchise, know that I've played of it. The part in Vesperia where, like, throughout the game, there's this, like, knight on a dragon in some of the coolest looking armor I've seen in like a fantasy game, and you're like, wow, that's some cool armor. And then eventually she joins your team, but as she joins your team, she strips down into her underwear and is like, all right, this is it. Now I'm naked. Can I put you back in the armor? No. Can I ride your dragon?
Can I ride you?
I mean, maybe. But no, I genuinely wish I could have put that armor back on her.
Oh, I totally understand that. I mean, that's kind of why I like Xenoblade, because, like, you can get a fuck ton of, like, armor pieces, or, like, any just other cosmetic shit, but, like, I really love when, like, RPGs especially let you have, like, a bunch of equipment on, but you also have, like, the skins of the armor that you can just place on without changing any of the armored effects.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
That's why I love Xenoblade. Xenoblade did that fucking so well, and it was so nice having fucking Ryan wear, like, a fucking beach outfit, Shulk with, like, a blue version of his outfit, and then, like, Charlotte wearing, like, a fucking bikini.
See, that's my favorite shit, is when they give you options and variety.
Especially when it comes to shit like that. And that's why I don't understand why I fucking hate Dark Souls. They fucking have that shit to where, and even Code Vein does that too. You want to look aesthetically nice? Well, guess what? All the aesthetically nice shit is low-ass gear that sucks ass. But anyway, going away from that.
I think there was a way in Code Vein to make it so you looked like you had something else.
You were able to take off, like, a certain thing it was weird. Anyway, so you can, in Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, they also announced, like, ray tracing shit.
I think most things are doing that now.
They are, but, like, they want to make that a point.
I mean, it looks nice.
It looks nice, but, and they also saying, like, we have the option now to let you use, play the game in 4K 30 frames per second, which I don't know why you would do that, and 60 frames per second in 1080p, and then, like, 120 frames per second with, like, something else, like, off, something really weird. But, like, basically you can make the game look fucking beautiful as hell. It's gonna be faster, crazier, and you get to play as Virgil. It's a nice package, and especially that, and we'll get to this also, but, like,
console peasants.
The Virgil DLC is going to be also coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One versions at a later date.
Console peasant having to choose between 4K and 60 FPS. Unbelievable.
I know. But they also did announce that the game is coming out digitally at launch for those consoles, actually, which is actually kind of cool.
And then physically later?
Physically later, yes, because they did announce that. But the best thing is, the game's only going to, at least if you're going to get the game on the new consoles, it's only going to cost you $40. And I'll get to why that's nice. So
I mean, if you didn't play 5 and you were thinking about it, but you're like, I don't want to commit to a PS4, and then you see the PS5 and you're like, I like Seto Kaiba enough to commit to this.
exactly, or for if you end up getting the whatever. Anyway.
Oh, is it on the Xbox?
Yes, it's on the. That's why I have it on.
Oh shit! So
And
and
the special edition is going on Series X, both.
Okay, so if you didn't get it but you wanted it, you can now get it, but slightly better for slightly cheaper than it originally was.
Yep. Even on PC, I don't know how that's gonna go because that might be a little
If
weirder.
it goes through Steam, they might give you the upgrade for free.
Well, that's the whole thing. We don't know, but anyway, I am excited for that. I don't know when I'll do that, but either way, I'm happy about that because the only thing that I would have liked otherwise is just a co-op Bloody Palace because they had that on the PC mod version, but whatever. Anyway.
Well, yeah, you can't compare PC mod to just
I know, but it's just so nice. Games. They also showed off Resident Evil 8 Village, or 8-age, we like to call it.
8-age.
I mean, I'll be honest, I think it still looks cool, but they really didn't show that much to really, make too much of a comment about it, because, it's just more, trailer-y stuff, so
the beginning of the trailer looked really cool when it was that animated Coraline-esque horror story.
That threw me off. I'm like, what the fuck? This was never in a Resident Evil game, so it was interesting.
Seeing that caught me off guard, and I was like, ooh, what is this?
Caught me off guard. You kidding me?
I saw that it was Resident Evil, and I was like, oh, that doesn't do it for me.
No, I know it doesn't. I still feel like you would like one of them.
I mean, if it looked like that first part of the trailer, I'd try it.
Probably, I think you would like 5. 5's a fun co-op game.
Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of zombies to begin with.
They're, not...
Outside of, maybe COD zombies.
I mean, in 5, they're not really even zombies. They're just, weird, mutated, possessed people. It's weird.
Oh, so they're toads.
Yeah. So help me, God.
I am very disappointed in you. You made a joke about how I'd be happy because you get to kill black people in it, and you censored that? Are you kidding me? We don't censor jokes on this show, young man.
Bitch, I'm the one who edits this shit.
We don't really edit that much.
No, we don't, but I wanted to
if you want to send it to me,
I wanted to sound professional, okay?
If you want to send it to me, I have editing software.
I know you do. It's just, I wanted to sound like I'm fancy.
First of all, back to the matter at hand.
No,
we don't censor
jokes.
Jokes.
I was trying to deflect. Come on.
You were trying to deflect?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You paused the video and said, also, all the enemies in the game are black, so you'd probably get some joy out of shooting them. And while that's a hilarious joke to make, we don't censor on this channel.
So Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales also got showed off.
Really? Going into the next black guy story?
Yes. Here's your fucking funny joke.
You go from the cops to the black guy?
But Christian Chevrolet really aren't cops.
Well, aren't they the super cops?
I guess they're super bio cops.
Oh, so that's why they gun down the super cops have to kill super amounts of black people.
Oh god. Anyway,
listen.
The game looked neat.
When I die, I will meet my creator and answer for every single tasteless joke I've ever made.
Anyway.
And every time
And every time we touch, I get
Christian
this
God
feeling.
real,
and every time we kiss, I swear
I'll meet him,
I can
and he'll be like, "Why do you keep calling me Yahweh?" And I'll be like, "That's your name, bro."
My heart beat fast. Okay. Anyway, I mean, you have really any thoughts about that game?
Yes,
because I
actually do.
Personally, it's to me, oh, it looks cool. Most of it was just cinematics, but it still looks cool.
The 6 minutes, not 6 minutes, the 6 seconds of gameplay. That game looks so much fucking fun. The way they implemented his electro powers, and I don't know about the invisibility powers because the way that he used them in the trailer looked a little lame, but it might be better uses. You can probably find better uses for it while playing the game, but just the way they implemented his electro powers, so fucking nice, so choice. The suit looks fantastic.
No, totally, definitely does.
The fucking bridge scene looks gorgeous. I love the setting. I love the street fair that they show at the beginning. It looks so vibrant, alive. I'm calling it now. I think this game's gonna have better music than the first one. Just from the sound, just from the music I heard so far. I'm so ready for for this game to have much better music. But, like, it was only 6 minutes of gameplay, and the rest was just cinematics and QuickTime events, and... Well, the fucking... the first Spider-Man did have a lot of QuickTime events. At least in the trailers, they showed off more gameplay.
No, definitely.
Like, the game's not out yet, and they'll probably show off more gameplay, but... I don't know, there was just something about those cinematic trailers that made it look like... Or the QuickTime events... that made it look like it's going to be more fun to fuck them up than it is to mash the button when you're prompted to. And the fact that they use the iconic Spider-Man holds two halves of a thing.
Yeah, that I like. I'm like, they pulled that. That was cute. I like that. I did thoroughly enjoy.
Well, if they waste that on the first mission, I'm gonna be like, why?
Well, yeah, no, I get that. But
although I don't think that trailer was the first mission.
Oh no, that looked like a.
Because he was already in the suit, so it's definitely got to be like mission 3, 4.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So like. I mean, like, I'm still somewhat interested in the PlayStation Spider-Man, I'm going to call him. But, I mean, either way, like, it looks cool, but, I mean, I think at this point, I feel like whoever does listen to this already know that both Jay and I aren't even going to be the early adopters of a PS5.
Absolutely not. And I like Miles. His movie is objectively the best one, but he doesn't sell Spider-Man for me.
And I love Final Fantasy. And I'm happy with the Devil May Cry special edition, but, like, that's not going to make me get the console right away. Especially where at least one out of the two games aren't coming out by the end of the year. It's only one, and it's a game I already own. So, there's no reason for me to get a PS5. Anyway.
After that was, what, the Harry Potter one?
I think it was Hogwarts. We're definitely going out of order with, like, what was revealed and what, but... Let's just go with whatever we remember. So, yeah, you can talk about Hogwarts. I didn't really care.
They showed off a trailer for a Harry Potter game where you make your own character and study through Hogwarts, and then you go to this town, I think, and it looks like you take objectives to hunt down beasts, befriend animals, learn new spells and potions. It looks like... Okay, so... The easiest way to describe it is the Sonic Forces for Harry Potter fans, but...
With a bigger budget.
But looks like it'll probably play better.
Yeah, we'll probably at least get like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not going to be a Sonic Forces middle of the road, not good, not bad. It's probably going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, definitely like average, I definitely feel like.
But it looks like Sonic Forces in the fact that it is purely fan service and fanfare.
Which is fair.
Like, all... Because, like, all Sonic Forces was missing was letting you date one of the characters. That's really all it was missing.
No, and you're right. Coming from you, yes. No, you're right.
I'm genuinely surprised. Because they included the Persona 5, so I'm genuinely surprised they didn't have, like, social links where you could, like, end up with Amy Rose.
Yeah. My God, that's not.
That would have sold that game in a heartbeat.
Oh, especially if they let you date Sonic?
Oh my God.
Forget it.
You already basically date Sonic in
like...
the game. If they let you date him for real, oh my God, yeah. And then, like, his ending is a picture of his feet. That game would be DeviantArt's Game of the Year every year.
Oh, God.
But anyways, Harry Potter feet. The game looks neat, depending on the level of spells. The amount of spells you can learn, that'll be hype. I'm assuming you're not going to get Avada Kedavra at all, and if you do get it, it'll be, like, right at the end. I doubt they're gonna just give you that ability. But if they fucking decide to nut up and give you Avada Kedavra from the beginning, oh, that game goes from good to great, baby.
You know that's not gonna happen.
I know, not at all. But, like, just imagine your day one, pick a spell to learn. I want this one. You can't learn Avada Kedavra day one. No. I want it. And then you just walk around the hallway. Hey, give me your shoes. No. Avada Kedavra. Oh, nice shoes. Mine? If you could just, like, go on a rampant murder spree as a wizard, that'd be pretty funny.
It definitely could be. Yeah. So, that was announced. They showed off more Demon's Souls Remake. I
I skipped through that because it looks like Demon Souls. It plays like Demon Souls.
Jane and I don't really care enough because it's at this point. I'm sorry, all these games fucking mesh together, and I don't really think they're that amazing to where that's the system seller. And I'm sold. It's just like they all play the same.
Fucking Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Those games.
Bloodborne, I will just give.
I fucking love the art direction.
Oh no, I definitely like the aesthetics and art direction for Bloodborne personally. Dark Souls is a little too easy.
Well, I fucking love medieval.
Yeah, but I feel like it's too generic medieval horror.
Really, I think it looks great. I think it looks like a mixture of H.P. Lovecraft cross
that's more
feudal.
That's more Bloodborne.
Yeah, well, they're both pretty Lovecraftian, but Bloodborne's much more. Because isn't it set in a London-esque area?
Yes, and it's a lot more gothic. Yeah. It's just I think personally that game is much better overall looking. But whatever.
Also, Bloodborne, I'm pretty sure a lot of people prefer the gameplay style. Because isn't Bloodborne more about being offensive?
I think so. As far as I've heard, I think that's how it is. But
Bloodborne's more offensive. Dark Souls is
but don't quote
defensive.
me on that.
I fucking love the look of Demon Souls, and I love the aesthetic of Demon Souls, but the
gameplay's not for me. As much as I don't mind, difficult games, I just feel like sometimes the game just kind of, besides directionless, when it comes to we don't know where to go. Oh, that's part of the point. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Sometimes I want to play through a game and
I don't have unlimited amounts of time in the day to play the game.
Especially and then some
if you do, that's fantastic. Yeah. More power to you.
But whenever some bullshit happens, whether it's a death that really shouldn't have happened. I get it. If it's my fault, that's my fault. I get that. I own up to that kind of shit, and I do play games like that. So it's not get good.
And plus, it's not like we're saying the games are bad because
I don't think they're bad.
One of my favorite video games moment was Dark Souls 3. I was doing Depraved with no burial gift. And the first boss you fight, this was my first time playing the game, which some people might say, why were you doing Depraved, no burial gift? And I'd say, well, because I had a shelf for a forehead. The first boss I fought, I threw myself at him so many goddamn times, and when I finally beat him, that felt fantastic. So, the game, definitely a fantastic game. If you're into that kind of difficulty and really having to rely on your own wit and ability to memorize patterns, solid game, definitely something you should check out. But if you're not into the game specifically for figuring out, because every enemy is basically a puzzle in that game. You have all the pieces and you just have to figure out how to put them together in the right way to not die long enough to take out your target. So if that's what you want, that game is fucking perfect for you. But if you're not really in the mood to give 100% of your brain power to the game, then it's not going to speak to you. And it doesn't speak to us for that reason exactly. When I play a game, it's to zone out, not to...
Or get involved into a story where I still gotta think of what I gotta do, but I don't have to overly think, I guess.
Yeah, because Dark Souls, you have to put 100% attention.
Yeah, I need my 100% attention, and I'm sorry. As much as I have patience for a lot of shit like that, with that game, I just don't know. I feel like it's just a little weirder.
Yeah, but that's because it's designed around punishing you for not paying attention.
I know, and I get that.
So, solid game, great game to play, just not my cup of tea, not his cup of tea.
No, not at all. Anyway, so
a game that is my cup of tea that they showed off, Deathloop, looks so fantastic.
Yeah, that trailer definitely showed off more than the first one did, and it got me at least interested in it enough to where I'm like, oh, that actually is an interesting concept, and I like the style and everything. I think it's neat.
So the game is set in a singular storyline. There is one area, there's one overarching big area that the story is set in, with characters that all have set paths that they will do over and over and over again unless you intervene and make them have to change their plans. And your goal is to kill all 8 of your targets to escape the death loop before being killed by presumably a second player.
That's what it looked like. Is that a second player or some overarching
Like an AI?
Yeah, an overarching AI slash
Or
antagonist.
what I wonder what's going to happen is if you'll have control of Cole and you'll go through your playthrough and then you'll be swapped over to her and then your task is to hunt down Cole.
Yeah, maybe. And then hence it would make the Deathloop name make more,
Just so that way you couldn't escape the loop before the story progresses.
Yep.
Which I think that'd be neat.
It would be neat.
But I also think it'd be super neat if you had it 2 players.
Yeah.
Where, like, one person plays Cole and the other person plays, I forget her name.
I don't think she dropped her. I don't think they dropped her name.
No, they did. I just can't remember it.
Oh, well, I don't know either.
But, like, I think that would be a fantastic 2-player game.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to A Way Out, but instead of... The whole game's basically the ending of that game.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm curious if the person playing as Cole, assuming it's, like, 2 people playing... his name might actually not be Cole, but I remember it being Cole. I'm just realizing that now. Oops, my bad. But the person playing as Cole, I'm going to keep calling him that until I find out what his actual name is. If he has the ability to kill the sniper girl
Mm-hmm.
in their interactions, and then she just keeps respawning, or if she is unkillable and just when the story needs to progress, you die. Colt, not Cole.
Close enough.
And then the main, and then her name is Jules.
Okay.
Okay, that's easy to remember. Jules. But I'm very curious how that game's going to come out. It looks fantastic.
Let's just hope that the actual execution of the game's mechanics and the whole shtick of it doesn't, actually ruin it.
Yeah. I think the way you make that safe is assuming that they're going to go for the 2-player thing, is that you make Colt overpowered, but you give Jules the advantage, like the stealth advantage, because that game looks so incredibly fun, and if it's multiplayer, oh my god, I can't wait. I have so many people I'm going to play that game with.
Yeah, totally. I mean, hell, I'm even interested in it. And I'm not even that much of a FPS kind of guy.
Another thing they showed off that I'm super hyped about, Balan Wonderland.
That's not part of it.
Was that?
That's.
Oh no, that was the Nintendo one.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Bro, I'm just so hyped to talk about that.
And I agree, but we'll get to that. Anyway, we will finish off with the PlayStation thing, because I think there was nothing else really of note, aside from... And this is something else I wanted to get into in general. They also announced, during the thing, a PlayStation Plus collection, to where if you're already a PlayStation Plus subscriber, on your PS5, you'll have access to a bunch of popular PlayStation 4 games that you can play on your PS5 at launch. And those games are God of War Reboot, Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4.
Wait, when did they show Spelunky 2?
That was by itself. Battlefield 1, Monster Hunter World, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, The Last Guardian, Ratchet & Clank, Infamous Second Son, Days Gone, Bloodborne, Detroit Become Human, Batman Arkham Knight, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, Until Dawn, and Resident Evil Biohazard, also known as RE7. So, yeah, that's basically a good chunk of the games that people played on PS4. So I get that. The only thing is, though, is that does this mean that the backwards compatibility for this side of console is only going to be those games, and also on top of it, is it only going to work backwards compatibility wise digitally and not physically? Because I'm sorry, if I can't even put in a PS4 copy of Persona 5 in my PS5 and it doesn't work, but the digital version does, I'm sorry, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If that's the case. And that's my whole reason why also I don't want to get any of these consoles at launch, because whatever backwards compatibility these companies are claiming that they're having, I don't trust them, because, like, yeah, that's a good chunk of PlayStation games to have for free, but I'm sorry, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. It's cool, but I don't know. I don't think I like it the way that they're doing this. But the last thing I want to get into with, like, both...
Is Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, we're not talking about that. But yeah, it was announced randomly.
Along with new Call of Duty Black Ops, and at the showcase, was that where they announced? No, that's not where they announced Immortal Phoenix.
No, that was by itself.
That was by itself, right?
Anyway, well,
and Fortnite's coming to PS5.
There you go. You can say that. Anyway, fucking. The one thing that I did notice, once these pre-orders for the PS5 and also some of the games were coming out, we're starting to now get that trend that's probably going to end up start happening, at least that will make it a trend, is that a lot of these bigger PS5 games that are like first party, like Demon Souls and whatnot, are being charged $70 per pop. So that unfortunately seems like it's going to end up being now that a lot of, next gen games are going to be costing $70 a pop. And I'm not down for that, especially if we're still going to have the same practices that we've had this generation with microtransactions and
incomplete
games. Like, I swear to God, when fighting games eventually get to next gen, I swear to God, if they fucking still make a season pass for extra fighters
and
for like $20, $30, you're spending $100. I know, like, technically, if you got, when the games are $60 and you're still doing $20 worth of a season pass or more, but, like, either way, this is. I know games are getting more expensive to make, but if new games are really going to start costing $70 fucking bucks, and then we're still going to get, like, more paid DLC on top of it, I'm sorry, but that's fucking horrible. And that really will make me not jump to next gen right away. Because, yeah, some of these games I'll be excited for, like Final Fantasy 16, for instance. But $70? I don't think so. And that's coming from someone who has been buying a lot more RPGs lately, because I feel more justified paying the $60 for that game, because I feel like I get a $60 worth product out of it. To where I feel like if I got a Call of Duty, personally, I wouldn't think $60 would be worth it. But that's just me. I really don't want them to be fucking making all these games now $70 and up. The only company I could see not doing that would be Nintendo. But even then, who knows? They could end up doing it in the future. We'll have to fucking accept it or something.
I mean, if full price AAA games are going to start becoming $70, and they're not going to be full made AAA games, I honestly think I might just switch full time to PC.
And that's totally fair. I'm not even joking you. I've even been, like, thinking about that, because as much as I love consoles and grew up with it, and
I'm sick
not
of the bullshit.
A lot, and, like, don't get us wrong, this is definitely PC bullshit.
Oh my God, the PC Master Race thing
is fucking
is so much bullshit that it makes people not want to play on fucking PC.
Yeah, and, like, there's definitely, like, a little more commitment and, like, requirements when it comes to being a PC gamer, but either way, I mean, that's the thing that also we have to look out for. If, when these AAA games start coming out for even PC, are they going to still charge them $70?
At the very least,
because they very well can and probably will.
At the very least, with Steam, they do a lot of sales.
I know, so they do.
You probably won't have to wait long for it to go down.
No, but
price.
Still. And my whole thing in general too, with, like, being a PC gamer, it's all digital.
That's true. Well, you can buy some discs.
Yes,
but
you
not
can,
all.
But especially nowadays, there's barely any disc-based PC games.
That is true.
Everything's digital. I think the last, like, physical PC game was Overwatch.
Well, like, it's not all that hard to get, I think, Xbox games to run on a PC.
No, but either way, I'm just saying that it's not...
No, I get it. There's ups and downs to both. to literally all of it.
Yeah, but like, this seems to be becoming a lot more bullshit. I feel like when it comes to console gaming, to where PC gaming is becoming a little more and more fucking appealing.
Yeah, I can see that completely.
Even though I'll be honest,
I prefer consoles.
I prefer consoles. I like using a controller, but you know, hell,
that's a lot of horse ass for $70 for games that look like 20% better.
Yeah, it's like I get it. Games are more expensive. Games are expensive to make now, but like,
well, we wouldn't know that because they're not finishing them.
Exactly. The work doesn't show in that instance. Or you're gonna have a game like No Man's Sky where it takes fucking years to make the game
good,
somewhat good and close to what they fucking promised.
Well, No Man's Sky today is actually good.
It is, I know, but look how long it fucking took them. And
don't
even
strive
then,
for No Man's Sky.
And even then, who knows? All the stuff that they promised was even really fulfilled with all these updates. It's my thing.
Companies shouldn't strive to get games out in time for release dates.
And like also like that's a publisher's fault. That's not like just strictly
That's what I mean.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying like I don't want to make it sound like we're just blaming the shit
if your
developers.
game's not ready by Christmas, your game's not ready by Christmas. I hate to tell you that,
like
pal.
we know we get it, you guys want money, but there's no reason.
Not at all.
Especially when like this will probably piss off more people than anything.
Although
if you release a bad product, yes, people don't like waiting. I get that, but
although I'm gonna be real, they know they can get away with it because people defend to the death,
and also streamers help
their shitty ass video games
and practices.
Like that.
I mean, also again, you gotta remember, fucking social media really fucking helps.
People will defend anything that they've purchased. Someone could have purchased a physical copy of the movie Cuties, and they would be defending their purchase. Like, if someone spends their shekels on something, and you criticize it, they are going to be furious. Yeah, because they'll feel like you're attacking them personally.
Oh, yeah.
For no good reason. So, video game companies, and I don't mean the developers, I mean the company.
The publishers.
Yeah, the company aspect of it.
Okay.
Like the business aspect of it.
Yeah.
They know that people will defend their shitty-ass Fallout 76s and their Mass Effect Andromedas. I don't care if the story of Andromeda is great. The game is ass. It looks awful. For the company that's developing it, that's ridiculous. That was ridiculous to have that launch in that state. The game played fine from what I heard, and the story was fine from what I heard, but that is ridiculous that people were defending that horse shit.
Yeah, definitely. Alright.
It's like I bought Anthem and I don't defend that fucking garbage.
No, you don't. You are very open about it.
I think Anthem is like, our friend showed us a $2 sale, and I'm like, that's not, like, it's kind of worth it, but like, there's a story mission halfway through the campaign that really stretches the envelope on, is it worth $2?
So,
like,
yeah.
I would say in the long run, sure, after you get past that fucking mission.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, oh god, that game is not worth any amount of money above, like, $1.30.
Yeah. I guess we can, alright, funnily enough, let's try to get this subject done quick. So, also this week, a Nintendo Direct Mini was announced / shown off.
A partner showcase.
A partnership. Well, no, it's called Direct Mini.
Yeah, but isn't it called Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase?
Yes, okay, sorry, I forgot the partner showcase.
Yeah, you got it. Nintendo loves their subtitles.
They do love the subtitles. Okay, anyway, getting the joke out of the way. Still no Bayonetta 3. I'm so broken about it. Anyway, going away from that. So, they showed off a game called Empire of Sin. That's being made, I believe, by the same guy who did the original Doom. I saw Romero Games, so I think that's actually his company.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I couldn't get my mind off Mafia City the entire trailer.
That's fine. It looked like Mafia City.
That's how Mafia works.
They showed off Hades again, and it launched on Nintendo Switch that same day.
Hades looks like it's going to be really fun, and a lot of people are really going to like it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's already out.
It is out.
What am I, stupid? It's been out.
They fucking showed off random like first-person shooters, like not the Long Dark, like Sniper Elite got announced for the Switch. I'm like, oh, neat.
Didn't they show off something for the Long Dark?
They did. Long Dark got shown off and then announced that it was coming out the same day. Fitness Boxing got a sequel.
And now you can customize your avatar to put them in all of your favorite bikinis.
Which is kind of cool.
And they added 3 new coaches. I don't remember the name of the first 2, but the third one's name is Karen.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I was at work while I was going off, so
the
I
petite Asian girl's name is Karen.
Oh, of course. Room Factory 5 got shown off. Neat. Sorry, I'm really going through half of these because we're just...
I thought you'd be more into Rune Factory 5 because it gives me like what the hell's that game that you like?
Anime Stardew Valley.
There we go. Well, I didn't think anime. I just thought Stardew Valley with more combat.
I mean, like, I didn't look at it hard enough. It looks interesting enough, but like, I don't know. I gotta look at it.
You
more.
Can fuck in the game.
I gotta look at it more. But
I definitely think you would like it.
I would have to see if you can fuck the guys as a guy.
I mean, you possibly can.
I know the Harvest Moon remake, but they have to call it Story of Seasons. Friends in Mineral Town, you can fuck the guys as a guy.
Like
but the
Twitter account.
But the only unfortunate thing, all the
guy?
models in that game make you all look like that. You look like babies, and that really fucking kills it for me.
Cutie fans rushing to get the new Harvest Moon game.
Oh god. They also showed off Disgaea 6 that was announced and shown off. I played Disgaea a bit. I played 5 for a bit.
I've only seen the animated OVA.
It's one of the strategy RPGs that I don't fully understand what I'm doing in it. I'll be honest with you. The story's okay. But that's really all I have to say about Disgaea. Like, it's neat.
I didn't know Laharl exists in multiple games. I thought he was just the character of one of the games.
No, he's like, I think his recurring character, at least I know he isn't after one, but I forget what. Also, the fuck else are they talking about?
Let me know when I can talk about it.
Well, I was getting that to last, so that's why.
Nintendo getting Ori. So
Nintendo's getting the Ori sequel, and so that's really cool.
Are they getting the sequel?
That's the sequel.
The Will of the Wisp is the sequel?
Will of the Wisp is the sequel.
I thought the Dark Forest was the...
No, Dark Forest is the original.
Okay.
Will of the Wisp is the sequel.
And I love that. I love how Xbox is looking at Nintendo and is like, yo, these were our exclusives, but like, we don't give a shit. Do you want
We don't give a shit enough to... Or if now we give a shit that we try to make more money, so we know we'll make more money by giving this to you guys.
Yeah. They're like, so like... You guys can put Ori on that console. That's fine.
You want both? Sure. Here. Yeah. Oh, we want a physical version in a collector's edition? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Here. I am it. Go.
It's a lot of wholesome inter-company relations
definitely
going on between Nintendo and Xbox. Sony's the edgy kid still sitting in the corner.
Yeah. So we'll get to the one that I think Jay and I are both really excited for. But they also had Monster Hunter shown off on it, Monster Hunter Rise, which looks actually pretty good. And my biggest thing that I'm excited for is the mobility changes. Look so much fucking nicer. You can flippy dippy fucking everywhere. It looks like you can wall climb. You have a fucking dog that can run.
Genuinely considering pre-ordering the game for the Golden Retriever.
Because straight up, that makes the game even more appealing than it.
And it's on the Switch.
And it's on the Switch. So
everything is better when it's on the Switch.
Yeah, it really has that weird appeal where it does. And they also showed off Monster Hunter Stories 2, which
looks neat.
It
looks cute, and I like it.
It looks cute. Don't know if I'll get it. Maybe if not, at least not right away.
If I'm only getting one Monster Hunter,
it'll be Rise.
Yeah.
No, you and I would definitely be getting Rise together, if anything.
Oh my god, yeah.
We will rise up.
It looks super fun, and hopefully this time people will play it.
You and I would definitely play it, if anything.
Absolutely.
Because you and I at least played a good chunk of World.
I got the furthest in Worlds.
I know. But, like, you and I at least played a good chunk of it to where, like, it wasn't too much of, like, a, you know, like, oh, I played it for the most part.
We got you up to the last story mission?
Yes, we did. So, I'm excited for that. Then they also had, like, a separate Monster Hunter Direct, like, immediately after that. But basically just showing off, like, the rest of, like, the game and, like, talking a little bit more about it. That's really all that was really about. So, but what Jay and I really want to talk about, they showed off more Balan Wonderland.
Oh my god.
It looks so good.
It looks like multiplayer Billy Hatcher.
But with a colorful fucking cast. And
I
mean
fucking love Balin. The design of Balin is
looks
so good.
It's such a good cross between Knights and just fucking Sonic
It's
aesthetic.
Just,
It's just, oh god, it's
I love
so,
the fucking costumes.
it's so good.
It looks so
good.
cute. It looks so much fun.
And it's co-op, and I'm like, oh fuck,
it's
Jay and
like-
I are gonna
it's
play the
couch
hell out
co-op.
of this. That's what I mean. It's co-op. Oh, you and I are gonna play the fuck out of it.
I absolutely am so hyped for that
And
game.
they really gave us a release date of March 21st. I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh no, I can't.
March is gonna be good for us. We're gonna get this Monster Hunter together.
Oh my god.
Fuck, that's gonna be a good month.
I am so excited for. It looks like it's going to be so much fun. I really hope they don't rush this.
I don't think they will, because I feel like they kept this under wraps for a while, enough to where like they
They showed off a decent amount of it.
because they do what Capcom has been doing recently, to where, especially for like perfect example, Devil May Cry 5 was not like in the works, or at least like no one was like really hearing anything about it, and they didn't announce anything for years after 4. And then during the Xbox E3 2018, 2018, they fucking just showed off. Oh, here's Devil May Cry 5. It's a thing, and you won't have to wait long for it. It's coming out in January of next year. And when it came out, it was fucking awesome. It felt like a full game, and it was super good. And they did something Resident Evil 2 Remake. You know, Resident Evil 2 Remake, we knew it was happening, but we didn't have a release date or like any pictures. So companies need to start doing that more, because holy shit. Besides that, you'll always have a hype chain going for games, no matter when you announce them. But definitely, you gotta like show off your product when you definitely I should say have a release date for that game, when you definitely know it should be coming out. Like, to end it off, I guess, I love Bayonetta, but holy shit, you show off a logo and a little cutscene that's vague as hell, and no release date or anything for almost 3 years. I'm sorry, but these companies gotta stop showing off their games with just a logo and like a little fucking cutscene, because as much as like, yes, it gets you excited that, oh, this game is being made, it's better off in the long run when you fucking keep your game under wraps, and then show off to everyone / the public or whatever, like a good ass trailer that has like a bunch of gameplay thrown into it, story bits if it's focused on it, and then end it with coming out, you know, February 2020 or 21 or whatever, to give a fucking finalized release date, because that still gives enough time for you to, you know, make your game. Because like, yeah, when Devil May Cry 5 was announced, and also, oh no, Devil May Cry came out in March of 2019. Anyway, so that came out.
I don't think they should be announcing games until they're at least 75% done.
Well, exactly, that's my whole thing. They announced that in E3 of 2018. So that was like summer of 2018. That game didn't come out until March of 2019. That was at least like 8-9 months later. But that still gave you enough time to be like, here's what we're making. Here's what it's going to look like. This is what you guys want. Here's a release date. We'll have more information sprinkled out for you throughout the months. And then leading up to the release date, you know, here's your game that we worked hard on that is complete as far as we know, and isn't, you know, a half-ass product, and enjoy. Instead of fucking tugging along your fucking fans like Bayonetta has, or even Final Fantasy VII Remake originally, where you gave little information or no information, and then would give a release date, then delay it again. At least like a Remake, it was fine, but like either way, you show off companies show off too many things too early, and I hate it. Lesson learned today. We want Battle in Wonderland.
Oh my god,
immensely.
It looks so good. I love the fucking costumes in it. They look so good. People are definitely gonna want to fuck the sheep.
People gonna want to fuck Balin.
People already want to fuck Balin.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, I think it looks so fucking good. I love it so much. I'm so excited for this.
legitimately right with you on that.
I'm ready for the fucking... One of the costumes was literally just like a Sonic the Hedgehog reference.
Oh, totally. So I'm excited. I'm very excited for that game. I think that does it for this episode, I believe.
Oh, one thing I'm super excited for, because I just found the fucking image for
Sure,
it.
show me. Yeah.
This little pumpkin guy.
Yeah, that pumpkin guy looks like a fucking pirate.
Also, there's Mephiles from Sonic 06.
Oh, that is a shade of Mephiles.
That's Mephiles from
That is
Sonic
Mephiles.
06.
I'll say the other guy looks like Pirate Jack from Persona or Shin Megami.
I love the look of this so much.
Yeah, it just looks thoroughly good. I can't wait.
It looks fun as fuck.
All right. But otherwise, this was episode 53 of What's New Play 2 podcast. Really good to talk about for this week. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
Didn't really pull things out of my ass. So.
Oh, that and also the bosses look a lot like Billy Hatcher bosses, like when they showed them in that circular arena with the black mist around it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's a Billy Hatcher boss if I've ever seen one.
Oh, totally. Well, good talk. Good talk. We'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya.